Some international news now. Malaysia has deported over 1,000 people back to Myanmar, defying an earlier court order to halt the process. So Ian Lee is joining us now. You are following that story as well as other stories. Ian, we reported the exact opposite just yesterday. What happened?
Good morning, Amory. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the court was defying that order, but the Malaysian authorities, they still went ahead with those deportations, and more than 1,000 people were handed over to 3 Navy ships from Myanmar. Amnesty International says the identity and status of the remaining people is unclear. Rights groups had warned that many of those people face persecution upon returning, especially since Myanmar has been in chaos since a military coup earlier this month. The United States and other Western countries tried to dissuade Malaysia from returning the people, but Malaysia insists that those deported had committed immigration offenses and were not asylum seekers, adding that they returned voluntarily. Next, we are in Greece, where doctors are on strike, and they're complaining of suffocating conditions at hospitals on the front line of the pandemic. Dozens marched in the streets of Athens on Tuesday, and Greece has fared better than most European countries with around 6,000 COVID deaths, but intensive care units are running at 80% capacity, and doctors want to hire more staff and use resources from the private sector. Next, we're in France, where prosecutors have charged actor Gerard Depardieu with rape and sexual assault. Now, this comes after authorities revived a 2018 investigation. The allegations are from an unnamed actress in her 20s who was a student in a class taught by Depardieu. An initial inquiry against the star was dropped in 2019 because of a lack of evidence. No reason was given why prosecutors picked up the case again. The actor has previously denied any wrongdoing. Finally, we're in China, where a divorce court has ordered a man to compensate his wife for the housework she did during their marriage. The woman will now receive nearly $8,000 for unpaid labor. She complained that he didn't help around the house or help take care of their son. China passed a new law that allows a spouse to seek this kind of compensation in a divorce. The ruling has sparked a fierce debate in China, with some saying the amount is too little. In Amory, I've only been married for 5 years, but even I know you gotta split the chores evenly down the middle to keep a happy marriage. Plus, my wife Holly wouldn't let me get away with anything like this, and obviously, nor would I want to.
Of course not, of course not. Happy wife, happy life. That's what they say, right, Ian?